也是请两位来自我介绍一下吧，鸡哥先来。
大家好，我是Cyan探吉。
大家好，我是来自前 DKZ 战队的奥利维拉。
也是想赛前采访问一下牛牛哥哥，听说你昨天练到半夜3点钟啊，真的假的？
最近一直差不多这个点嘛。我觉得，首先对我来说，我自己的2大遗憾嘛，一个是 EWC， 然后另一个可能是真的是每次国内线下，我都没有打好。所以我当时黄哥告诉我这个消息的时候，我不能说我是这个比赛里最强的，但我觉得我是这个比赛里付出最多的。
我们把掌声送给牛牛哥哥，他真的是付出了很多，最近一直在特别努力的练习，也是期待他今天能有好的表现。那也是想问一下鸡哥，收到通知要来打我们这个线下传奇杯比赛的时候，做了多少的准备呢？
因为很早就知道要打新版本了，所以其实我是没怎么进行旧版本的练习的。然后因为我也退役蛮久了嘛，所以说平时里面还是比较忙的，练习时间不多。但是呢，感觉啊。就是状态还可以吧，虽然昨天就是面对逆补的时候，虽然说没拿下来，但是感觉自己如果没有那么紧张的话，就一定是能拿下来，因为当时自己确实有优势。所以回去之后，我也练得挺晚的，我一直在思考，到底该怎么样去调整战术。最后我发现，其实不需要太多的去纠结心理上面的东西，因为本身这个比赛呢，就是一个很难得的机会。然后能够看到这么多的星际观众，我觉得已经非常的开心了。所以今天我是以一个非常放松的心态过来的，而且在2026年还能跟牛牛哥哥进行一场久违的鸡牛大战啊，我是感觉非常的兴奋。所以今天我们会尽力给大家带来最精彩的比赛，以回馈各位粉丝们的热爱。谢谢大家。
谢谢大家，我们2位国手也会拼尽全力给我们展示最精彩、最好看的星际争霸比赛。那我们再次把掌声送给他们，让他们开始准备比赛吧。
And welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to the Douyu Cup 2026 Day 3 quarterfinals. We are here with the final series of the broadcast. It's been an intense day of StarCraft. I guess not as lengthy as yesterday or the day before that. Thankfully, those were like 9 and 8 hour casts. Now we're here 5 hours in with the final series, a final best of 5 between Oliveira and Cyan. Let's go. I'm of course Showside VIP, and also a big shout to Baby Lings in the chat for some translations as to the interview being held. Did I horribly? Oliveira saying, I'm not the strongest one, but I'm the one who's the most conscientious. Let's go. Again, the players were being interviewed, of course, on stage leading into the series. And Oliveira, there's a lot of hype around Oliveira, of course. He's the normal man, Pappy, the normal man. Fan favorite, of course, amongst not just the Chinese audience, but, you know, people abroad as well. Among audience abound, and we'll see how he can compare to Cyan. I mentioned this earlier that Cyan, as opposed to Oliveira, Cyan has been active while Oliveira has been retired. So because of that, Cyan has a little bit more recent experience and recent skill that can be applied to this. Meanwhile, Oliveira, he had to build back up from being retired. So we'll see. We'll see how Oliveira compares to Cyan. Oliveira did look quite good during the group stage against Jeshi, but Cyan is a different beast. In Oliveira's absence, Cyan has been the best player in all of China, so we'll see how he compares. The old against the new. Let's go. Let us go. Bienvenidos. But again, the final series of the broadcast has been a long day here, and of course tomorrow we're going to be live with the final day as well. As we are jumping in and spawning in the bottom right hand corner of Rorschach, we have the Chinese Terran. It is Oliveira. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have Cyan, the Chinese Protoss. Let's go. Let us go. And if you're in the chat, you know what time it is. It is Gamba time. Predictions are open. Place your bets on who you think will claim the series. Best of luck in the chat. So let's delve into our final best of 5. Let's go. Vamonos, as game 1 is on Rorschach. Once again, Rorschach was rarely seen in the best of 3 formats, but now that we've reached best of 5s, we've seen this almost every series. Almost every series, Rorschach. Again, Rorschach is a small map. Small map, short rush distance by ground. Likewise, aggression is favored. We even have a healing pad in the center. Fun fact, despite the fact that we've seen Rorschach like 3 or 4 different times today, sorry, 3 different times today, we have yet to see anyone use that healing pad. There've been moments where even Innovation had like weakened units and he was just walking past the healing pad. He had no idea. So hopefully it's made use of at some point here in this tournament. We'll see. We shall see. For now, we are going to be opening up. We do have our gases being taken. Likewise, looks like an economic opener out of Oliveira. So I'm just dying a little bit. We'll make it, man. We'll make it. We'll make it through. As so far, we're going to be opening up. Again, it is going to be initial Zealot first. We'll see if Cyan does cancel once he realizes there's no aggression coming his way. Oliveira opening up. No, Reaper actually opening up Marine first instead. Very interesting. Oliveira's cutting corners, preserving that gas. Meanwhile, Cyan, what do you have in store for us here? Cheeky moves, as this is a very close spawn location to the main. Right next to the main base, goes for the proxy pylon and setting up for, I would imagine, a proxy Stargate, proxy Oracle inside of the main. Let's go. So hyper cheese, hyper aggression here by Cyan. Sure, so I'm assuming Stargate. Technically, this could be a robo, but oh, the rally. Wow, the rally. Oh no, he changes the rally. No, he changes at the last second. The Reaper is going to move out across the map. Meanwhile, proxy Stargate is on the way for that proxy Oracle. The Reaper will not see the probe. Oh, barely not. Now, the Reaper will get across the map. Oh, never mind. It's going to be distracted by the Zell. The Zell does actually... Oh. Wait, what? Wait, was the healing pad not working? Oh, no, the shields. Okay. Yeah, the Zell does take some hits here and does make use of the healing pad. Let's go. For a moment there, I was a little bit confused. Are we rushing to the gold? Yo, Cyan's crazy. He's lost his mind, man. Proxy Stargates, making use of the healing pad. I was confused a little bit when the healing pad wasn't being activated, but it's because it doesn't heal shields, right? It doesn't heal shields, only health. And there it is. He does rush for the gold. He's crazy. Again, there is that one gold base on the top side of the map, and it is being taken. Oliveira, how familiar is he with this map? We can see him throw down the bunker just in case. I mean, again, he does scout that tech is missing, so he's playing scared, but he will find the Stargates. Oh, he does find it, but it's too late. The Oracle's moving in. Yeah, the Oracle does move in. Wouldn't mind getting in position. Wouldn't mind into the main base mineral line. And we even have a Void Ray follow-up. Oh my god. Proxy Oracle into Proxy Void Ray. Are we tempted to throw down a Fleet Beacon and go Proxy Tempest? Like, we no. As now we land the Revelation. Keeping Oliveira contained while Cyan slips away with that gold base. Shield does not get healed. I see what you did there, Einstein. SMH my head. As the Void Ray does move in. Void Ray moves in. We'll be able to try to keep the production. Cyclone is on the way. We're going for the tech lamp, actually. A little bit greedy. Cyclone does pop. Gets a lock on. Nice damage here. The Void Ray. Void Ray will take some hull damage, but remember, you can heal. Oh no, you can't heal it up. There's the recall. Yeah, recalls to the gold. Getting up to full saturation. Blink is on the way. And Cyan, he's popping up. He's crazy. And Oliveira has still yet to break out. Oliveira scans, sees no expansion. Very sus. Very suspect. But again, how familiar is Oliveira with this map? Does he have the wherewithal to check for the gold? Does he check? For now, we do have a scouting Marine. Does scouts. Just right outside the main. Spot a Marine. Blink getting up to halfway done. As the Oracle does try to rotate towards the natural. Again, Vikings in position. Nice punish. Ooh, as the Oracle barely gets away. really does. And so far, the goal base is just now starting to kick in. It's starting to kick in. Oliveira will move out across the map, and once he realizes that there's no expansion, I'm curious to see how he does react. For now, checking for the hybrid base. That makes sense. Does check the hybrid location. Pushing towards the main. At the same time, do have a proxy pylon across the map. Oracle does hit the mineral line. 1, 2, 3 CV kills. Gave to 2. But I don't really see Oliveira pushing into the main. Do we have force fields? No. Yeah, no sentry, no force fields. So he blinks in. He's crazy. He blinks into the main army. Takes down 1, 2 cyclones. Does catch both cyclones. Oliveira trying to move in, but again, we have more reinforcements. Walkers, they warp in. They focus on the Marines. Vikings get focused on as well. Can we get the tank? Ooh, does go for the dive, and the tank will fall. Yeah, it takes down the tank, but we did run out of Stalkers. A lot of Stalkers did bleed out. Oliveira started stepping in, but I believe Cyan should clean this up, but not without losing probes. Yeah, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh my god, up to 10 probe kills. That's a lot of damage. A surprising amount. 13 probe kills. Sad he blinks into the army. Blinks in, cleans it up. He scouts. He sees 27 probe kills. He finds the gold base. Oliveira, he knows the map, Bappy. He's crazy. Does find the middle line, does punish, and Cyan, he's down to 13 workers. Ay. If this base had been kept hidden, then I feel like he could have recovered in this game, but never mind, not anymore. Cyan, he has no economy. At the same time, does backstab and does find some SCV kills, but still not enough. Not good enough. I see in chats, Oliveira, didn't he retire? Before you say anything else, I do recommend you look at the bracket. For those that are maybe tuning in a little bit late, for those that are maybe unfamiliar with this tournament, this is a 4-day event. This is day 3 of the tournament. Tomorrow is the final day, of course, and this is a Legends tournament with many an old school player, featuring Neve, Innovation, TY, Trap, and many others. So, meanwhile, Cyan does come further into the main base, but massive tank shots go off. The Stalkers, they get punished. Every Stalker goes down, and with that, Oliveira, he snowballs out of control, shuts down the army, and with that, Cyan has nothing left, Bappy. There's nothing left. GG gets called, and Oliveira, despite the chaos that was ensuing, Oliveira does take game number 1. GG. GG, well played. Oliveira does take a lead in the series. Again, a very intense game number 1 here. It was crazy. Cyan going for the proxy Stargate into gold expansion, and of course making use of the healing pad as well. But alas, Oliveira, he was able to punish the aggression, was able to punish the build, break out across the map, and also scattered and shut down the gold base as well. GG, well played. With that, Oliveira, he punished Cyan for his quirky build, and with that, Oliveira does come out on top, taking and claiming game number 1. GG, well played. I do really like the overall idea from Cyan, though. I feel like you get against a more favored player to do something crazy, something chaotic, something unique to the map and unique to the patch. I do like the idea of doing that, and I mean, again, if Oliveira was maybe a little bit unfamiliar with the map, or if he, again, maybe didn't check the gold base, like things could have happened a little bit differently there, but GG, well played. With that, we're getting ready for game number 2. Oliveira has a lead in the series, but this is a best of 5. Let's go. Wait, show me the game 2. Oliveira, didn't he decide it was time to retire? Yaku, you're an animal. You're an animal, Bobby, you're an animal. She's at Scarlet's not retired yet. Yeah, there are some exceptions. Scarlet, for example, she's like semi-active, where Scarlet wasn't necessarily competing in many tournaments as actively, but was more of a semi-active player. Same with Cyan. Cyan was also semi-active as well. So we play fast and loose with who we invite. But here we go. In the top right-hand corner, we do have Oliveira. Bottom right, we have a Cyan. Let's go. Let us go. We're jumping into game number 2 here. And for the first time, the entire tournament, Fear and Faith. Let's go, baby, let's go. Fear and Faith is a 4-player spawn map, and we have been avoiding them the entire tournament. Non-stop vetoes on the Old Sun Temple and on Fear and Faith as well. Finally, we are able to embrace these maps, and we'll see how Oliveira and Cyan will approach each other. We do have close spawns. Ooh, okay, close spawns here for Cyan and Oliveira. Now, very quickly here, welcome to Fear and Faith. Fear and Faith is a 4-player spawn map. You can spawn in bottom right, bottom left, or top right as well. So 4 possible spawn locations. But to help when it comes to scouting, you can see, I don't know if you noticed, but there's like a tubing system. Basically, there's like a monorail system. There's like a monorail system that connects all the corners of the map, and specifically, only workers can fit inside. I think like Futurama tubes, if you will, but only workers. You can see there on the top right, actually covered by the logo. But only workers can fit inside those tubes, and they can use them to scout each corner of the map for faster scouting, looking for your opponent's spawn location. This is the quote-unquote solution to some of the RNG issues with 4-player spawn maps. There've been different different solutions or different things, kind of features posed to help deal with that, and one of them is here with that kind of like tubing monorail system. Meanwhile, because the map was new, Cyan goes for a regular scout. He doesn't even use it. Just goes to the regular scout, but he will find Oliveira. He will find him. As Cyan did go for a standard economic opener, likewise Oliveira going for a single racks expand, single gas, I should say. As the probe there we go, does move up. And does find Oliveira. So nice scout there by Cyan. What's important about what just happened is that Cyan saw the depot did not see the probe. Oh wait, no, it did. We can see the vision here. Yeah, it did see the probe, so they scout each other. And Oliveira, he walls off. You can see that because he now knows where Cyan is. I don't know if you noticed that depot location. That depot is designed to block the tunnel. Yeah, there you go. As you can see, we're blocking the monorail. Get out of here. Oliveira does wall it off. To deny any kind of secondary scouts. And it is going to be a Twilight Council opener out of Cyan. Here we go. Yeah, it's from here. We are just building a radar tech of choice. Once again, we do have close spawns, so short rush distance by ground. You can see the observer just pointing out some of the other tubing systems here as Oliveira. Oliveira, he has control of the door. Oliveira with the SCV scout, he goes in and he can always leave, and he can always lift up the depot behind him. Oh, but he doesn't get away. Yeah, it does not get away. The SCV goes down, but Oliveira does scout the tech, does scout the Twilight Council. So nice scouting there by Oliveira. Does confirm the tech of choice. Again, in TvP, it's not uncommon to go Stargate opener. Robo openers are quite rare, but not unheard of. Here, Oliveira confirms the Twilight Council in the blink. From here, we'll see if Cyan does go for a higher or lower gateway count. So this could be 2-gate blink, 3-gate blink, or 4-gate blink stalker. Cyan does have options. So far, just playing 2 gates. Just playing it safe. Oliveira looking to expand. Meanwhile, Cyan is going to delay. There we go. Being as annoying as possible, we'll delay the block. We'll delay the expand. Does block the CC. Oh, the mine shot. Oh, nice catch. Very nice. Setup goes down. Nice mine shots. And behind this, Oliveira is going for an early drop. Medevac is on the way. We're not going, say, Raven for Raven Harass or Banshee. No, we're going for the Medevac, going for the drop. And we can see Oliveira moving out with everything. So it's not just a mine drop. Marines are being activated as well. Here we go. Reapers they pick in. Oliveira rocking up with the rest of it. Oh, he's trying to bait him in. Oh, the bait! Oh my god! Very nice bait here. The Stalker goes down. The battery does nothing. The army moves in. And how much do we have to defend? Yeah, the tank is pushing forward, getting within range of the battery. Massive siege. We have 3 Stalkers to defend. Blink is done. But the battery goes down. Massive pig off. The battery does fall. We have 2 more batteries on the way. The tank is a little bit far behind, but within range of one of the gateways. Is within range. Ooh. Doesn't save the Widow Mine. And over time here, the Immortal will pop. There's now 4 Stalkers. I believe Cyan should hold, but these are still some hefty losses. Oh, he's within range. The Pylon. Pylon goes down as well. Depowers the Robo. Denies the Immortal. Yeah, the Immortal is delayed. And Oliveira, he doesn't test his luck, he does back off. Thankfully, the Stalker count was getting higher here, so soon Cyan was going to be able to break out, but a very nice start for Oliveira does confirm the 3rd base location. Confirms a third. Sits behind the army. Getting into the mineral line. Yeah, Cyan, he will clean this up, not without losing one probe. Yeah, one probe goes down. Cyan catching a couple of Marines. Catching out straight Marines. Tanks will punish. And again, so far it's been a shaky start here for Cyan. It's been shaky, it's been messy. It's been messy, pappy. As Oliveira does threaten a dive. Cyan in position. Cyan, he will deflect. Again, it's on Cyan to recover. Behind this, he's getting into a higher gateway count. Going to be delaying splash damage, working towards charge. Meanwhile, he will catch the Raven. Very nice. Yeah, Raven goes down. No value out of the Raven. Cyan, he begins a comeback. But winding it back, as a reminder, he is not going for Storm or Colossus yet. It does prioritize charge and a higher gateway count. On the horizon, we see the Bay. The Bay is going to be for Colossus production for that splash damage. But there's going to be a window in time where Oliveira can break out a pre-Colossus. And we can see Oliveira getting ready. Oh. Doesn't spot the Observer, but here comes a mass on siege. Here comes Oliveira. He's pushing. He is breaking out. It's going to be on Cyan to slow this down. He has to engage ahead of time, pick away the Marines, ideally maybe even catch a tank, and slow down the push. Meanwhile, Oliveira, he does pull the boys. Let's go. The boys are being pulled. It's all or nothing for Oliveira. He's here to end the game. And again, this will hit pre-Colossus. There's no splash damage. No Colossus. It's all or nothing for Oliveira. Does siege up the tanks. Zones away the Stalkers. The boys are here. Ooh, we do catch reinforcements, so nice moves out of Cyan. He does catch a couple of reinforcing units. But Oliveira, he gets up the ramp, and he gets us up the high ground as well. Massive siege. He gets into the natural. Zelta try to move in. Stalkers as well. Cyan getting desperate. He pulls the probes. Yeah, the boys are being pulled here, but massive tank shots on the Stalkers. Nice target firing. Now going for the Immortal as well. And Oliveira's done it. Oliveira, he has done it. He overwhelms the main army. Snowballs out of control. Takes out every single Immortal. There's still one tank left. Uno más, papi. Uno más. Still one tank remaining. GG gets called. And Oliveira, he will take a 2-0 lead in the series. GG. GG, well played. Again, a very strong early game out of Oliveira to be able to gain so much value as well. Catching up pylons, catching up batteries, catching up some Stalkers as well with his Widow Mine. Some very cheeky moves there by Oliveira. So with that, he gained momentum, and from there, he went for the 2-base all-in. We did take note of the fact that Cyan did decide to delay splash damage. Remember, he decided to delay his Colossus. He went into his third base, into a heavier gateway count, which can work, but he was caught out of position. He was able to catch some reinforcing units in the center of the map, but in the end, we saw Oliveira bypass the main army, got up the ramp, and was able to siege and outposition. And in the end, we found ourselves in a place where Cyan was pushing up the ramp into a siege line to defend his own natural base. GG. GG, well played. Cyan was caught out of position, and with that, Oliveira does take a 2-0 lead and is one game away from claiming the series. Let's go. Let us go. Uno más. One more game is all he needs. Remember, this is a best of 5. Meanwhile, we'll see if Cyan can bounce back. I'm curious, what is map 3 going to be on? I wasn't quite able to see the veto, so I do apologize. Game 3, Washout. It's going to be Game 3, Washout. Game 4, at Attorney's Edge. Game 5, Sanctuary 3. Okay. So up next, going to be loading into Washout, and we'll see. We'll see if Cyan can begin that comeback. Remember, it's a best of 5. Oliveira needs one more game to claim the series, but personally, I'm hoping for a back and forth. I want to see more games out of the series. I want to see Game 4. I want to see Game 5, but the pressure is on Cyan. I'm not opposed to Cyan's play. Again, I really like the creativity of Game 1 to try to go for the proxy and try to go for the gold base. Even here in Game 2, we did see that Cyan, he wanted to be more active, but just was unable to, right? He was unable to really slow down the push, couldn't really threaten the natural, couldn't be as active as he wanted to be. Let's go. In the one left-hand corner, we do have the Chinese Terran. It is Oliveira. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have the Chinese Protoss player. The red Protoss, it is Cyan. Let's go. Let us go. As we are getting into game number 3 here, welcome to Washout. Whew, just catching up. Grand finalists, let's go. Thought this would be finals. No, the finals are tomorrow. Once again, as I do see in the YouTube chats, but the finals are going to be tomorrow. Today is the quarterfinals. Tomorrow is the semis and grand finals. It's a 4-day event. This is merely only day 3. Only day 3, Pat. Just catching up. Catching up. Best of 5? Yes, yes. Best of 5. Don't understand this game, but I'm cheering for Oliveira. It's all good. It's all good. Welcome. Bienvenidos, Pat. Bienvenidos. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to StarCraft. The most competitive RTS out there. True, true. And for those that are curious, this is a Legends event. It's a Legends tournament here with a bunch of players from years gone by. A celebration of StarCraft. And it's been great to see some of these old school players like Neeb, like Innovation, Trap, TY, Impact as well. Oliveira, of course. But let's go. For now, we're going to be calming down. From here, we do see a more economic opener out of Oliveira going for a Rax Expand, a single gas opener out of our Terran player. And just like last game, just like game number 1, I believe, it is going to be Marine first, not Reaper. So Marine first. Looking for proxies. As the probe does slip in. And the probe does confirm that there's only one gas. So Cyan's aware that he doesn't really have to be too concerned early on. From here, Cyan can cut some corners. From here, we could see, say, like a 2-gate blink opener. As that is a CC on the high ground. It even goes for the gas steal. Let's go. Does steal the gas. Again, Cyan just being a nuisance before being hunted down. And we can see Oliveira just playing safe by going for the high ground CC. Just playing it safe. At the same time, Oliveira does get across the map with his Reaper. Shouldn't get much done here, but will scout the opener and will get a probe kill. Not bad. Nice KDA charge. Probe goes down. So nice pick off as Cyan is going for a Stargate opener. Okay. Again, I appreciate this. Oh, the jukes! He juke past you. Oliveira, calm down, Pappy, calm down. Does hit past, does not get the final probe, but does get away from the adept. Very nice. Oliveira does it away. Now, really nice moves out of Oliveira, just posing a threat, being a nuisance, delaying some mining time, killing a probe, but Oliveira doesn't get into the main. What does that mean? Well, Cyan has a Stargate on the way, and Stargate play is not standard in TvP. It's not completely like abnormal, but again, usually you see Twilight Council and Blink play just like last game. So it is important here that Oliveira figures out what's going on, as once again, Oliveira is pushed out of the main. He tries to scout, tries to go into the main base, but once again, we have an adept in position, and Cyan does ensure that he goes by unscouted. Now, when it comes to Cyan, he is going Stargate into not Oracle, but Phoenixes. With this, ideally, Cyan wants to catch out a Widowmine drop. Like, drop play in general is often shut down by this. Oliveira doesn't really know what he's playing into, as Oliveira is going for extra Raxes into his own 3-1-1 setup. Whoa, wait, hold on. I misspoke there. That's just a 3-1. There's no starport. For those that are curious, Oliveira's setting up for a 2-base all-in. Okay, Oliveira. So he throws down 2 extra Raxes. What does this mean? So Oliveira, he's going into early stim. He's going into committed bioproduction. No starport, no medevac, no raven, no drop play, no harass, in favor of a mass amount of bio tank early on. And this often leads into a 2-base all-in where you pull the boys. You pull the boys and you just have as much DPS as possible. Again, a hyper aggressive build here by Oliveira. Cyan has to confirm. Now, for now, the Adepts are moving out the Phoenixes as well. I don't believe Cyan has gone into the main bases yet to confirm the production. And we'll see if he can. So Oliveira's just turtling up back at home. Adepts stay threatening a dive. Oliveira does find the third. This is a good sign for Oliveira. He's like, okay, you're expanding, you're building up into a longer game. I have potential. As now we can see Oliveira going for a starport, again a very delayed starport, and I believe this means that we're going to be lining up the push with the first 2 medevacs. As we just walk in, what just happened? Oliveira, he just walked all the way deep inside into the main. Okay, hey, got in, got a full scouts. Phoenixes, they do threaten to dive, but there are no turrets ready. Oh, yeah, no turrets in the mineral lines. SCV's going to be going down, getting up to 6 SCV kills. Very nice damage. And behind this, we're still waiting for the medevacs. Starport is done, but there it is. 2 medevacs. 2 medics are on the way. And it'll soon be go time for Oliveira. He'll soon push. He'll soon commit. Phoenix is able to clear her way in, keeping Oliveira busy. Remember, when it comes to the eventual push, there's going to be no splash damage once again. Instead, it's going to be very zealot heavy. And Chargelots with enough of them can shut this down, but here comes the push. Yeah, here comes the Unsiege. Oliveira, he moves out. He commits. There's medevacs. And here come the boys. Yeah, the boys are being pulled. If you recall, we didn't mention that specifically the 3-1 setup does scream 2 base all in. It's all or nothing. It's all or nothing. Now, Cyan does scout this ahead of time. He will slow this down already. So this is already a better reaction, a better response. But these batteries are late. Yeah, late batteries. It's a late setup here at the 3rd. Just now being thrown down in a panic. Oliveira's coming in. Phoenix, oh, they get punished. Yeah, 1 Phoenix goes down already. Down to 4. Yeah, down to 4. Down to 3. As Locon actually barely gets broken. Oh, tank is left behind. Uh-oh. Yeah, tank is left behind. Does reposition, and Zelce cannot engage. And this is going to get a hand. It's going to get a hand here. Oliveira, he's on the high ground. He throws down his wall, protects the tank. Pushing further into the natural. He ignores the 3rd. Yeah, he ignores the 3rd base. Zelce try to dive in. Nice solo stepping here with the Marines. The SCV's a tank. And Oliveira's done it. Oliveira, he has done it. He breaks the natural base, and there's nothing here to defend. There's no batteries, no cannons. Cyan set up everything at the 3rd base, and we just ignore the 3rd. We ignore the 3rd. We hit it. We hit the natural instead. And Oliveira, he's just snowballing out of control. He has broken that natural base. The Nexus will fall, and Cyan can't engage. There's nothing. What can he do? What can he do? He's down to 1 Phoenix, down to 9 Zealots. Now we rotate back down to the low ground. Now the batteries are on their own. Cleans up all the batteries. And Cyan, he tries to come in from behind. He might kill that final tank. Nah, not even. GG. GG gets called. And Oliveira, he will claim the series 3-0. He will advance on into the semis. GG. Ah. GG, well played, Oliveira. He will... He will claim the series. He will advance on. GG, well played. Again, Oliveira with a hyper-aggressive approach here. A lot of 2-base play, a lot of 2-base all-ins. Cyan, it was really unfortunate that when it came to the builds from the beginning, that Cyan did go for what? He went for a Stargate opener. Stargate openers are notorious for being good against drop play, but struggling against all-ins. Why? Tell me, what did the Phoenixes do in that defense? What did they do? They lifted up a Marine? Maybe like they like what are they going to do? They can lift up like SCVs or Marines, or they can try to dive on the tank, but there's all this anti-air. So basically what I'm getting at is that when you go for a Stargate opener, if you're up against an all-in, your Phoenixes are dead supply. They're dead supply. They can shut down drops, they can shut down mine drops, ravens, attempted harass, they can pick away at mineral lines as well. We did see them kill SCVs, but when it comes to defending against that main push, they're very limited in what they can accomplish. So you're kind of stuck with some dead supply. We had a bunch of Zealots, but wasn't quite able to engage. Really unfortunate as well that Cyan, he set up his batteries at the 3rd. His natural was exposed, and we just ignored the 3rd. Push into the natural. And that's one of the features here of Washout, is you have that direct pathway directly into the natural base, and you have that high ground outside of the natural as well. GG. GG, well played. Congratulations. With that, we have our winners interview with Oliveira.
说很遗憾，之前有很多在中国的线下赛，感觉自己发挥的不是特别好。今天这个3-0，感觉自己发挥的怎么样？
我觉得还好吧，因为其实后边就才4强嘛，还要往后打。我觉得，毕竟在武汉办比赛，我不会让韩国选手和欧美选手打决赛的。
哇哦！那也是想问一下，刚刚其实看到第一把鸡哥是一个野 VS 接偷黄金矿，然后你当时是不是以为他要单矿一波，然后你下了一个地堡，后面猜到了他要偷黄金矿？没有，其实赛前争论还挺多的吧，因为我大概率知道他野 VS， 然后要接一个黄金矿，所以我基本没有侦查，我就分了一波兵，然后去上面。因为我当时已经感觉到那张图野 VS 要么风暴，要么只可能会去偷黄金矿，所以我走过去的时候，我发现他下面那矿没开，我大概率就知道他是黄金矿。 料事如神啊。那第二把后面也是前期其实是小烈，但后面直接 all in 一拳打死了。当时那个 timing 是怎么做决策的呢？
其实也挺针对的吧，因为我最近天梯有看他比赛记录，还有一些就知道他不会走科技开，所以基本上第二把、第三把我就知道他不会跳科技，之后我就选了 all in。
只能说赛前的苦练跟研究付出都是有回报的。我们把掌声送给李培南，今天的发挥非常出色，也希望他明天的比赛可以再接再厉。好，那我们今天所有的比赛就到这里告一段落了。明天下午2点会有精彩的总决赛带给大家。那明天还会有非常神秘的环节，还有一些邀请赛、表演赛会带给大家。那我们明天下午同一时间2点，大家在直播间、在现场不见不散。那牛牛哥哥，我们一起跟大家说一声拜拜，明天见吧。
大家明天见，希望大家明天决赛多来支持我吧。
大家拜拜，明天见。
Bye bye. GG. Well played. Congratulations here to Oliveira. He's also claimed the series. A strong showing here with that 3-0. And with that, we have our top 4 players confirmed. Let's go. Let us go here. Exclamation mark. Be in the chat if you guys want to have a look at the bracket yourselves. Give me a moment here to set up that bracket. Un momento, papi. Actually, they're just showing it. True, they're just showing it off. True. They're just showing it off here on screen. They have their own graphics. So we have Scarlet. Scarlet took down Sue 3-2 in that best of 5. It was a very intense back and forth series. Scarlet has advanced on to the semis. Neeb took down Jeshi 3-0. TY had a crazy reverse sweep over Innovation, 3-2 over Innovation. And Oliveira, he just took down Cyan in a clean 3-0 victory. With that, we have our top 4 players. We have Scarlet versus Neeb, and we have Oliveira versus TY. Let's go. We have our top 4. We have our semifinals. It's going to be an intense day of StarCraft tomorrow. Remember, this is a 4-day tournament, and tomorrow we are live with the semifinals and then the grand finals thereafter. Aye. So we'll be wrapping up this tournament tomorrow. Again, it's been a really fun tournament. Again, showcasing all these old school players, the legends themselves, if you will. Has been amazing, has been beautiful. We've had a lot of really fun games as well. And wish to see you all tomorrow for that last and final day to crown our champion. Aye. Once again, when it comes to... Actually, hold on. This is a nice graphic, to be fair, but hold on. We'll have a look at the... Bam. Have a look at the bracket here. Now, when it comes to tomorrow's matches, when it comes to the bracket, if you remember, my initial prediction was going to be a Sue versus Innovation finals, but no. And outside of that, I was hoping for a Scarlet versus Innovation rematch. That's not the case. So instead, we do have an interesting pairing here. Scarlet versus Neeb. That's going to be an old school EPT NA finals. Very often, Scarlet and Neeb would face off against each other. They have a long history. They both stayed in Korea together for a time. They both competed, of course, in their own region for a long time as well as the upper echelon of NA players, and they happen to be facing off after so many years in the semis. So it's going to be great to see them both face off against each other. I don't know who to favor. Once again, from Neeb, like we did see Neeb play earlier against, he did look quite strong against Impact. Impact was going for a bunch of aggressive like 3-base play, and Neeb was very defensive and shut it all down against Impact. But I would imagine that Scarlet's going to be a lot more flexible in her play, so it's hard to call. For those who remember, Neeb was notorious for like hour-long games. So specifically, Neeb versus Scarlet. Neeb versus Scarlet, there are so many like hour-plus long games and multi-hour series between the two of them. So I'm a little bit concerned that we might see a repeat of that. Hard to say though, just because the current meta does lean towards early game and early to mid game aggression, right? Like the current meta, games end much faster and we avoid the late game as much as we can. That's usually how Zerg have been approaching ZVP. So I don't know if we're going to be able to embrace that kind of late game. Meanwhile, Oliveira versus TY, that's an old school TvT as well. We spoke about this during the Innovation series, but TY back in the day had some of the best TvT in the world. So I feel like this would be a good matchup for him. But at the same time, like Oliveira, TY, you know, they're not the most in shape, or they're not prime in their current level of skill. So it's hard to kind of judge the two of them. It's hard to say. I'm just hoping for a back and forth. I don't want a 3-0. I want a 3-2. I want a 3-1, a 3-2. I want a back and forth series here. What would make for the better storyline? I mean, it's going to be a Terran regardless for the grand finals. Do you want a TvP or TvZ? After watching Scarlet, this series here, after watching Scarlet versus Innovation, hold on. I got you. There. Here. After watching Scarlet versus Innovation, they had a wild matchup here. This best of 3. After watching this TVZ, I want another TVZ. That's I'm greedy. That's what I want in the finals. I want a Scarlet versus Oliveira or Scarlet versus TY finals, because this was the series of the group or the series of the tournament. Like it was it was a very intense back and forth between Scarlet and Innovation. So I want a repeat of that in a sense. I want some more ZVT action. That is what I want out of the finals, but we'll see. Again, Neeb is a really strong player in his own right, and very, very much so you might advance on instead. And yeah, it's hard to call. We'll see what happens. Here. We have our top 4 players. We'll see you guys tomorrow for the semis and grand finals. Remember, it's going to be a best of 5. You can see here, best of 5 semis and best of 7 grand finals. Oh boy. Otherwise, we're going to be wrapping up. Here for the time being. So just catching up with the chat. Thank you for the cast. Oh, thank you, baby. Thank you. They can go forever. They can. 2NA, 1 Korea, 1 China. 2 terrible pros, 1 Zerg. Oh, David Kim does it again, papi. True. They get it again. Oh, he's done it again. But yes, with that, we're going to be wrapping up here for the time being. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks so much for tuning in. Hope you all enjoyed yourselves, and we'll see you guys tomorrow for that final day of StarCraft. You can see our schedule here before you. 4 days straight of Douyu Cup. I believe it's going to be in around... Oh, yeah, it's going to be in quite some time. Actually, it should be on Wikipedia. 18 hours. So 18 hours from this message should be the start time of the semi-finals. So depending on where you are in the world, it'll be quite early in Europe or quite late in the Americas. So early Europe, late Americas, 18 hours time. We'll see you there. We'll see you there for the semi-finals. If you can't watch anything, if you can't watch it live, if it's too early or too late or just at a rough time and something else is going on, then ! Socials in the chat. You get a link to our YouTube. Our YouTube channel is where we are live as well. We're live on YouTube. We're live on Twitch. So if you can't watch it live, VODs are instantly available over on YouTube. So check out those VODs over on YouTube. If you missed out the previous days of StarCraft, if you want to watch the group stage, YouTube is the place to be. Check the live tab. Go on the live tab, and you have all the previous broadcasts there saved over on YouTube. Otherwise, thanks for watching. So just catching up once again. Just catching up. Casual 5-hour stream, almost 6. I mean, yeah. We're 8 minutes away from 6 hours. I'm happy with that. Yesterday it was a 9-hour stream. The day before that it was an 8-hour stream. It's been a pretty intense week. It's been very, very intense. So I'm more than happy to embrace the 6-hour cast. More than happy. I'm done. And if you notice, but I've been uniquely wearing a scarf for these broadcasts because my throat's been very, very strained. So I gotta go get some tea, papi. Gotta go get some tea. But with that, thanks for watching, and again, until next time, likewise, if you're out there, YouTube is the place to be for VODs. You can support us on Patreon if you wish. Our Patreon does fund our tournaments. We'll be back tomorrow with some Douyu Cup. Until then, take care. Hasta luego. Ciao. Hasta luego.